We are starting a new shape. Yay! We are leaving triangles and moving into circles. So to start, we're going to look at the parts of a circle that we need to know for this unit. So today is all vocab. It's all looking at pictures and knowing what part of a circle we have. So with that, we have 7 different parts that we're going to look at today, and then we'll take each part at a time and figure out how to find those and work with them in future lessons. So the first word that we have is the diameter. So our diameter, this is a segment that goes edge to edge through the center. So if we were to draw it on this circle right here, I would have a point in the middle of my circle, and the diameter will go edge to edge through that center point. So this is my diameter. So then our radius is simply half of the diameter. It goes center to edge. So our radius goes from the center out to an edge. Let's see if I can. There you go, you can kind of read that. Our radius is center to edge. Ooh, that's not a straight line there. There we go. I'm going to add some color, see if that helps. Okay. So next we have a chord. So a chord is a segment. So it's a piece of a line with endpoints, or with points. We're going to go with endpoints. So it starts and stops with endpoints on the circle. So it's very similar to a diameter, except for the chord has no center. It does not go through the middle. So a chord would look something like this, where it's going from edge to edge, but it doesn't go through the middle. So that is our chord. So it's edge to edge, not through the center. All right, next we have a secant. So a secant is now a line. It could be a line, a segment, or array. I want to make sure y'all can read my handwriting. line, segment, or array that intersects or that crosses, intersects the circle at 2 points. So what a secant will look like, it might look something like, there we go, like this. Okay, the end is not very straight, sorry. But it's got 2 points, and you can see it goes past the circle. So it doesn't stop at the edge, it just crosses over the circle. So this is our secant. And then the last type of line we're going to look at is a tangent line. So a tangent line is a line that touches the circle one time. And it's on the outside. So for our tangent line, it only touches once. I'm gonna pull this down a little bit. And it goes, it stays outside. If I can do that better. So it just touches the circle. They kind of go touch and goes away. So it's that one touch and the rest is outside the circle. So those are all lines that can go all crazy across the circle. And then we have two that are arcs or curves. So these are going to be on the curve of the circle. So an arc is 2 points. There you go. 2 points and segment on the circle. So what this means for an arc is that it could have a point here and a point here, and it curves with the circle. Is that better? It is right on the circle. I did not label the tangent. And then lastly, we have a semicircle, which is half the circle with endpoints on diameter. So if we were to look for a semicircle, we want to start on one end of the diameter and end on the other side. So it would curve with the circle. And it's going to keep curving, keep curving, keep curving. Ta-da! And it curves with the circle. So for our arcs, you'll see a lovely swoop over the letters. And for all of these will be lines A secant will most likely have arrows. A tangent will most likely have arrows on the end. So we're going to look at a picture. We're going to decide what these pieces are, and then you will have practice. And all your practice will be is seeing a piece on a circle and deciding which word it is, or given a word and you draw it on the circle. So it's just practicing with these names today. So let's take a look at a picture. So this might be something that you see, and then we would have choices here. So if we look at the first one, it says arc. So this little curve means arc, and we want from C to D, and there's no letters between. So here is point C, here is point D. So if I look, it's a curve, and then it does not go from end to end on the diameter. It's little, so this would just be an arc. If we look for AF, here we want a line, A out to F, this would be called a radius because it's center to edge. Next we want H to F, so here's H, we want to go all the way to F. Since these go edge to edge through the center, this is a diameter. Here we have another symbol for an arc, and we want HGF. So that means we need to hit all 3 points in order. So I want to start at H, then here's G, so I want to go H around to G, and then I want to end at F. So if I look, I start on one side of my diameter and I end on the other side. So since we're going diameter to diameter, this would be a semicircle. D to G, it wants a line. So here I see D, here I see G, and if I look at this line, what vocab word would this be? This would be a chord. It is all inside, and there is no center, so it is a chord. If we look at, what do we have? G8 or JH. Here is J, here is H. So if we look, how many times does this touch the circle? It touches one time. So since it touches one time, that means it is a tangent. And the last one that we have is BD. And it wants the arrow, so it wants this whole part, B to D with the arrows. So since we have those arrows on it too, we're crossing the whole circle. We're not stopping, we're going all the way through. So since this keeps going all the way through, it just crosses over, it's our secant. So this is similar to what your practice will be, is deciding which word goes with which lines you're given. So if you have questions, you need help, ask me, ask Miss B, and we are happy to help you. Good luck.